Hello and welcome back to Factorio Vanilla 1.0. In our last episode, we designed and built the start of a solar field here, and over time, once we have some yellow science text research, specifically logistics system, we'll be able to more easily stock a train for this in order to bring materials out here to allow this to grow kind of organically without having to physically be out there myself or belt a bunch of items onto a train or anything like that. So we're going to work on that in a upcoming episode once we have the science ready to go. In the meantime, I want to work on, or to get to that point I should say, I want to work on yellow science. Yellow science takes 21 seconds to craft 3. Our goal is 2 per second with taking out the machine speed context. So that means we need 2/3 of the number of 21 machines, or 14 machines, making yellow science. So in order to provide that much yellow science, we need to have instead of 2 processing units per second, we need to have 2/3 of 2 processing units per second, or what's that, about 1.67, I think. So we're going to work on that recipe today. Blue circuits first. Actually, no, it's not. It's only 1 per second. I was incorrect there. And the reason it's only 1 per second is because we're only producing 1.5 science per second because of the machine crafting speed. So we need 1 blue circuit per second. So we're going to work on blue circuits. In order to get 1 blue circuit per second, we need to have just about 14 machines of those. But we also need some to come into the mall, and we're going to need some for other purposes later. So we're going to set up a much larger array than just 14. Eventually, a much larger array than just 14. So let's head down here to the end of the bus. I'm going to get out of here so I don't run into stuff as much, and drive along the bus to the end, and we'll set up a little blue circuit array. Blue circuits. So 1 per second is at the 0.75 machine speed means that we need to have just about 14 of these assemblers with a 10-second crafting time. It's basically 10 divided by 0.75 is what we need, so it's actually 13.33. But I'm going to set them up in pairs anyway, so probably do 14 at least, maybe more like 16. But I wanted to also look at what our capacity is here. With 20 green circuits that need to come in here, which means, of course, we're going to have to expand green circuits very soon. With the 20 green circuits that need to come in here to make 1 processing unit, if we want to get that 1 per second out, that means we need to have 20 green circuits per second coming in. And then you can, of course, scale up from there. So the way that I like to do blue circuits is, of course, you have your blue circuit machine, your blue circuit maker, and then you can either put the fluid, the sulfuric acid, actually let's put 2 down just so that I can demonstrate this better. You can either put the sulfuric acid in this sort of way, where you have it running. I think we did this before. No, we didn't actually do this before. You have the sulfuric acid coming in between the machines, and then you could have a belt here of something. You could have a belt there even of something, and you could have a couple belts out here as well of a couple things. So we could do it that way. The other way to do it, if you wanted to save the space between the machines, is to do the machines right next to each other. And then you can go in one direction or the other. It doesn't really matter, although I think I would do it this way in this specific orientation. And you go under both belts there. And actually, you could even have a 3rd belt here if you wanted to use red inserters inputs. But with the amount of green circuits these require, you're better off not, actually. And I'll show you the way that I like to do this. So then you can just have your sulfuric acid running in a pipe along this way. This is a much more dense layout, and it's actually better for a beaconed type of setup because in the end game, because then you have the machines next to each other. But the cost of this is much higher, and I don't really think it's worth it. So I'm going to take that out, and we're just going to use this method. So for this method, what I like to do is I like to do an input here. Need a power pole here. I'd like to do an output here like this. So we have an input belt here. We have an output belt here. And then on this side, I like to use stack inserters. And you can use at least one per machine, possibly more. And then, depending, I think at this stage of the game, you're probably okay with one. But the stack inserters can, at this point, can pick up 5 items. So that's 5 items per swing. A stack inserter has 864 degrees per second, so that's a little more than 2 swings, maybe around 2 swings, depending on the on how full the belt is, which we'll get to in a minute. So you might be able to get by with you need 20 every 10 seconds. Well, it's really 20 every 13.4 seconds. So this can more than handle what we need right now. This should be able to fill up in 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So we should be more than enough here. So you'd probably be okay if you didn't want to use stack inserters at this point. You'd probably be okay with like 2 fast inserters as well. But at this point, the fast inserter cost is 8 and 4.5, and well, it's actually quite a bit more for a stack inserter cost-wise. But I'm not bothered by it. So this is going to be my module here, my layout, and I've given myself enough space here, as like I always like to, a few blocks of space just so that you can do some expansion. But the key to the space is being able to add more belts out here for the green circuits. For a yellow belt coming in here, bringing 7.5 red circuits per second on a side, because I'm only going to have a half of a red belt of, or half a yellow belt of red circuits to start with. That's 7.5. We need to have 2 per second, because no, sorry, not 2 per second. We need to have for one blue circuit, we need to have. Wait, yes, it is 2 per second. I lied. So, and that's because of the time here. So if we need 2 per second for one blue circuit, we can actually produce with 7.5 about 3.5 to 4 blue circuits a second, which is a lot of blue circuits at this stage of the game. So, but if you do that math, if you say I want to have 7.5 red circuits coming in, that means that you want to have the capacity for 75 green circuits coming in. We'll have 7.5 mirrored up here with the red circuits on the other half of this belt, but that only takes care of 7.5 of that 75. So that means we need to have enough capacity for 60-something green circuits eventually. Not going to do it yet. We're not going to have that much capacity yet, but I'd like to plan to have extra belts here eventually. So that's 4. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. 8, 12, and 16. And that's pretty much capacity there. Go ahead and let my bots do what they can, and then the base bots will take over and finish it up. While they're doing that, I of course need to take care of power here along the bus line. I'm just going to run a few. Okay. That way we have them. I suppose I could have used bots to do that, but that's okay. We had time because we're waiting for this to build anyway. And then I need to hook these all up. Let me move the car just a tad. Okay. This is going to be the output belt, so that's going to go this way. And then we'll have input belt here of half green, half red. And we'll have some input belts of green here, although I probably will only hook one of them up at this point because we don't have that kind of material anyway. This needs to continue Maybe I'll just do it like that. And then we'll go there. And that might be the end. No, we need more electric engines, so we'll need some more lubricant if nothing else. And then I want to do something like this, and then here, and then pipes, because of course we need the pipes. And then we need to bring in... No, this isn't great. Because this is going to be here, and then that pipe's in the way. I'm going to move this over by 1, and then bring this up here, like this. Okay. And then we need power here too, of course. Go there with that. And we need lights. Lights are always good. I'll just put a light also in the middle of each of those units. That'll be plenty of light. Should have done that before I blueprinted it, of course. But that's okay. Hello, bots. Coming to bring me stuff. We'll need this out here as well. And I know I just walked out of the zone. Doggone it. And then one of those. And that should be good. Okay, so green circuits coming in here. Or, sorry, green and red combined. This will just do the same as this one, basically. And in fact, if you wanted, you could just take this whole thing like that. Save yourself a little bit of effort. And actually, we could do the same thing here. And blueprint that. And I didn't grab just enough there. But that'll bring those in, and we can get started now on blue circuits. But we'll need, of course, the supplementary over here. So we'll hook up one more belt of green circuits, and then we'll need to go and expand green circuits. Oh. Dead trunk. Now, there are 2 belts capacity here, but there's only one belt that these guys can reach. So what I'd like to do also is put in a splitter and do output priority to the right on it. Copy that so that I can paste it. And I'm going to do it just after every machine. It doesn't really hurt to keep them shifting. And I should have put this in every blueprint as well, but I didn't. And that way, once we hook up this other belt, it starts pushing the green circuits in. And as you can see, the green circuits are struggling, so we're going to have to go deal with that. But at least we have some blue circuits being made. And we can take those out to the bus. And this is messed up too, but that's okay. We'll just do it this way. And then I want to take this one there, like this. Or, you know what I should do? I'll make this a little bit neater. Slash whatever. Take this up, and I'm actually going to turn this one to the side here. And then we'll go one belt away. And that way I can do the undergrounds the way that they should be. That way it's a little bit neater, and I don't have undergrounds in my way. So this is where... Nope, that doesn't go there. We have 2 red circuit belts here. And then we have the blue circuit belt. So this one goes this way. And then we can go here. We can split it. And then that goes that way toward the mall, and this goes this way toward yellow science and everything else. So let's drive back now and deal with green circuits. Trees. Go away, trees. Oh yeah, that's painful. Okay, so in order to deal with this, to start with, we need to just expand it. So I'm going to take... no, I'm going to take this array. This one's actually complete. Yeah, that's good. I wanted to make sure I grabbed that power pole in the middle there to connect them in. And then we'll do at least 2 more here. And I think the bots will finish it. Yes, they will finish it. Let's bring this network also down here. Maybe I'll just go in line with that one. Actually, that'll work out well because we have this one over here as well. And And then, of course, we need some power in here. I'm going to connect big power pole to big power pole, just to make sure that things work out correctly. If I don't have a thing relying on an assembly in order to, or a small factory here, a component factory. And this means we're probably going to need more copper. We need 3 belts of copper for every 2 belts of iron. We're probably going to end up pulling at least a whole belt of iron here, so we're going to need a bit more copper, I think. Or at least the copper is what we're going to run out of first. Although we haven't quite run out of it yet. Maybe. Or maybe we have. Yeah, actually, we are starving the copper out now. Because we're not shifting a full belt. And maybe at this point we should. Let's shift a full belt in. Do I have more copper available? I'm using all 3 of those belts that are coming in. That one's coming from the old base. But we do have a lot more capacity here. This is 57, which is enough for 2 belts. But we could expand this capacity here. Do I have... Oh, I do have construction robot coverage. Nice. What I want to do, though, is I want to take this, put it down there, and we'll do another one there, and another one. I'm going to go one... No, wait. No, that's okay. That's the minor coverage, so that covers that one just perfectly. And I want to actually stamp down some power poles here, like we did with our newer design. So I'm going to put them in the middle of each set of 3, like we did with the stone design a few episodes ago. You go there, you go here, and then you go there. And now I can kind of line them up a little bit easier. Plus I have the little blue box for them. There and there. There. And this way the base bots can start building this mining field while I'm doing other things. And they already have. Let me double check that Roboport network here. We don't quite have full coverage of it. So I want to extend this out. Maybe I can just kind of come over here and cheese this in a little. And some bot will come and take care of that as well. As you can see, they're kind of gathering up around here. You know what I didn't do before? Is I didn't... Well, these are construction bots, so it actually doesn't matter. But they'll come in and build this, and then I'll just need to come down here and... Well, how many miners are we going to get out of this deal? 77. That might pull off 3 more belts. Like, each one of these might be able to be a whole belt. 29 for sure. 26 maybe. 22 probably not. At least at this production level. Although, now that I say that out loud, don't we have another mining productivity? No, we don't. We did mining productivity 2. Let's do some more research though. What do I want to research? I think at this point it's basically just anything. We'll go ahead and do exoskeletons. So I could take these 3 belts, though. Or these 3 and get them ready for a belt. The other thing I could do is if this was too much, I could take these last few miners here, reverse them, and add them onto this belt. That way I got full belts out. That's an option. I'll go ahead and get these bots making some more copper here, and that'll save us a little bit of hassle later on. I did a small piece there, and I'm going to get a bigger one now so that I can move this across and let the bots do the work. This is much better to let the bots do the work, except we don't have Roboport coverage down here. So, let's see here. This is too tight, so I'm going to come out here and fix this, I think, and move these belts out some so that we get, or just put these ones, yeah, I'll have to shift the belts around. some. So we'll do that too. But let's go ahead and set up, well, actually, let me see. No, we have, this is coming in well. This is getting, wait, is it getting to the end or not? Oh, I know why. I'm actually producing too many green circuits now. So let's put a 4-to-4 balancer in here, or do I care? I actually probably don't care. Let's just do an output priority shifter here, and then another one. Put a belt in there, and then, oh, actually that one doesn't need to be there yet. And then this can go up, and it can go along that green circuit belt. Let's do just a quick bot. Oops, I didn't want to do that. That's okay. We'll use it eventually. No worries. No worries at all. I just want to make sure that I don't go over any fancy belt work here. And it looks like I won't. And then I'll just have to go and put shifters in. I'll do that by hand because that's a little bit easier to do by hand than it is to deconstruct belts to put them in and stuff like that. So that'll be a little bit easier. So now we have what will hopefully be 2 full belts coming out. Or do I want a balancer? I'm trying to decide if I want a balancer here or not. Or if it matters. I don't think it matters. So I'm not going to do it. Once the bots do that belt, and they're still tied up, I think, down here probably, doing stuff. Wait, why can't you? Oh, I know why you can't. We need to also upgrade one of these. Let me do a upgrade, just a regular upgrade planner I think will do. No, actually it won't. Really? Okay, from this to that. Those aren't in the default. Interesting. We'll once a bot comes and replaces that, it'll connect with this one and we'll be good to go. And delete that upgrade planner. I could have also connected the power out here, but I didn't. Because it's good to do things differently sometimes. Speed module 2 is finished. Productivity module 2 then. And the other thing we need to do out here, of course, is to build 3 more copper smelters. And that means we're probably also going to need to bring in some iron again before too long. Let's do this, but make some changes or some edits here and here. And then I can paste these down. And my bots, of course, will go and do some of the work. Yeah, I think I'm going to move these belts out a bit. In fact, they could even be all the way out here. All 6 of them could be way out here for that matter. Let's do also... I'm just gonna do some of these blue science and blue-gray science researches. Although I guess they all don't need to be quite this long, but we'll do them all out here. Yeah, so let's take these up. Wait, this is we only need 5 here. That's fine. This 6th one here can actually come out then all the way up to here. And I'll just put that one into this first, or this one that it's connected to, just like it is. Actually, it is already now. And then these other 5. This one doesn't need to come any... Actually, it can. It's fine. Because they're going to feed in and then feed back out again. So it'll work out well. Efficiency module's done. Let's do personal battery Mark II. My bots are helping. The base bots are helping. We got logistics bots going around. That's what I wanted to do. We talked about this ages ago, and I didn't have any RoboPort, so I couldn't do it. If I take this inserter and this RoboPort, which is the logistics bot setup, and I paste it down here. Now I can edit this, and let's say I want 500 logistics bots instead. Then I can cut this. And I just picked up some logistics bots because they dropped in there. And I can paste it down. And now this inserter knows that I need to have 500 logistics bots in the network instead of just 100. So it's it basically took that circuit condition and pasted it back down on top of the existing one. And that's both an advantage and a detriment if you're not careful. Did I get also some construction bots? Let's see, crafting. No, I just have my 50. Okay. I didn't know what all I pulled out of that, that thing. Okay, how is this going? We good down here? We have coverage. Yes, we're still building. It's going to be a little bit. Where can we get some iron from? That's the next decision. There's 4.8 million down here. We could work our way out here, though. We'll have to deal with some biters, but we have that big 8.4 million patch. That's probably a good idea. I'll probably just skip this 1.7. That 4.8 wouldn't be too bad to get, but we don't have any infrastructure in that direction, so it'll be a pain to get down there. I think our best bet would be just to keep going with the tracks out into the green fields here, clear out some of these biters, and get to work on that. So I think now might be a good time. Actually, no, I'll go ahead and maybe I'll help this along a little bit. Or actually, they're doing pretty good on their own. Where is the current build at? Yeah, it's here by the mall, so we're getting there. I will, I'll do some Wallybot helping here. Alright, come on, guys. Yeah, my bots are trying to help best as they can. And if I'm taking jobs from base construction bots, they'll just go and put this belt in a chest and it's fine. Research Breaking Force 2, sure. Oh, I'm sorry, bots. Let you charge up. I have no juice left, so they're not actually able to charge because I don't have any solar power left. Or much, because it was nighttime. So, at this stage of the game, bots are a little bit of a challenge because of that, but it's okay. So let's see, let's turn that. We'll let that go that way. And then that one. And then these can come in like this. And we'll have all kinds of copper ready to go. And then these will come out. I'll take up some of them now with my own bots, but I'll let them drain. And while they're draining, I can take these here and put them into these, or toward these new arrays anyway. So we're going to go in. Actually, these will be able to go straight in. And then this one's going to come out like this, and it'll just be right there. And then we're going to go in from, this one will have to go under, like that. And then we'll go in from here. And then it'll come out from here. And we'll come up here, and we'll have to go under like this, and like this. And then this one's going to go in. And this one come out. And then we're going to skip this one. Actually, I'll probably just not even put this one here. I'll probably just run it right in like it is now. But I will have a belt here for the copper to come out. So I do want to keep that there. These will continue up. Build, 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 build. And then we can have this one. Actually, now it's more efficient to do it this way. That's backward. I'm doing this all design without having stuff here, so I may have to tweak it as I realize that I've made a mistake. You go in there, you come out there. And this one can continue up, and we'll have to fix this around a little bit. Okay, so these lines are dry now. Let me pick these lines up all the way down to here, I think. I'm going to take these parts up, though, right here, nearby. In you go. Out you come. In you go. Out. And then this one can be fixed. To go a little bit smarter, maybe. Yeah, actually. Quite smarter. Go like this. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, and then this comes out, and you Go in here. And this needs to be fixed. These power poles even necessary anymore? I don't think they are. Are connected to the mall there, but I don't like that very much. Let me bring a power line down this way. I'm going to grab maximum range here. And then do this. This. And this. Followed by one more right in there. And that'll power this, and I can disconnect these power lines here. Because we don't really need these anymore. Like this. Map mode, please. That one. That one. And of course I don't have radar coverage. Won't let me delete those. Let's put a radar out here. Somewhere. Even if it is just like maybe right here is fine. Okay. Copper before we lose all of our copper. Disconnect this one. Although it's okay temporarily. And then you, my friend, will have to do something different as well. I think I'm going to turn all of these and bring them down a little bit more. Make them all turn down here somewhere. Oh, jeez. Alright, I have... Wait, why do I have so much... What do I have that's so much junk? Junk, 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 junk. Stone bricks I don't need right now. Concrete I don't need. Take back some of those as well. Actually, take back all of those for right now. That'll help. We're down to about there somewhere. Not my bots. Not personal logistics though. Report off. Okay, and then I can break this one. And I can get these things fed correctly. So we should have now almost missing one. Ah, there we go. We'll up this stuff. Base bots can do that job. Go in here, and then this one can come back out. Okay, come on. There you go. But I want to do something different, I think. For the copper that's going to come into green circuits, I want to use these 4 belts. We're going to have 6 and 4. We're going to have 10 total copper belts. So those 4, these 4, or 2 of these, I should say. Yeah, just 2 of these. And then these 4 up here also will eventually be copper. Of these 6 that I have, I want to put like maybe 2 or 3 of them to the base. Maybe I'll do 2 of them to the base and 2 of them to... wait a minute, that's not the right belt. I remembered that I did this stupid the first time. So it's really... where is it? Yeah, it's supposed to be down here. Okay, so that should be the 4th belt there. So really what I need to do here is bring over four belts directly into here. And I'm gonna use these 4 here. Like this. Those are going to go into making green circuits. I know we don't need all 4 of them yet, because we're going to have to bring in some iron too, but these will go into making the green circuits that we need for now. And this can get broken. I know that's going to be kind of crazy right there, but that's okay. And then those 2 will be supplementary. And actually, these 2 need to come down here first eventually, but eventually. You two go there. You need to straighten out. You need to straighten out. And then this goes here. To skip all 4 green circuit belts. And then this one goes there. And this one will go here. And I think I will fix... Alright, so this is all garbage here now. Didn't even need to do this part. And so I think for these two, I'm just going to take them over a bit. I'm going to take them actually into these 2 belts. Let's do this. We don't need the undergroundies there. Take these into these 2 belts here. So that means that stone bricks can come along here. Make this turn. Go in there. Stone can do kind of the same, and then coal can do kind of the same. And I'm going to fix this copper belt too. Or this copper bus too. I'll be rearranging the copper smelting again one more time. But that's okay. Oh, wait, I don't need this. Okay. Let's see. Did I clean up everything here? I think I did. This will go there. These need to come out. There. And then paste those. That's going into... Yeah, we don't need a full belt there. Need to do the same thing here. Remind myself next time to just start with the first belt on the nearest belt on the bus. So I don't have to deal with this. Let's do some more science, by the way. We can get electric furnaces. We'll need those for purple science anyway, as you can see. So that's not a bad idea to start. This is a problem. You do squiggle. And then bring it back. No, that doesn't work. Shoot. This is going to have to be different. And be difficult. Let's do a red underground here. And then that. There. Same thing here. Man. I hate it when that happens. Okay, so this goes here. Oops, I forgot. That needs to be right there. This can go like that. Don't need these anymore. This one here. Those 3. You can see I did things in a couple different ways at a couple different times. But that's okay. It's good to do different things in this game sometimes. Wait, is this one okay? This one is okay. Doggone it. Redo that one. Okay. Purple science, sure. Picked up a bunch of copper along the way, but that's okay. I'll get rid of it eventually. I purposely don't have my construction bots on still. Those 3. Okay. And I might as well just keep this going. All the way to the end down here. Like that. Okay, so we now have a fixed copper bus. We only have 2 belts going in, but that's okay. We can add more to that later. How much copper did I end up with? Oh, I have a overflow on. Okay, good. Trash slot's already on. So I think this is where we're going to leave this for today. We did some copper expansion. We built some blue circuits. We could bring the blue circuits that we have built down toward the mall and hook them in there. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And then I'll go ahead and run that belt. This goes this way. Oops. This goes this way. And that way we'll have a nice supply of blue circuits in the mall for those key items that are needing it. But I think that's where we're going to leave this for today. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.